y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Jada here, aka The Gifted Fit. Y'all know I made that little transition. So today's video is going to be a Q&A regarding health, fitness, and wellness. So I posted a question sticker thing on my story, my fitness page a couple weeks ago, just asking about any questions people have regarding fitness, health, and wellness. And I basically made a list of all of those answers that I'm going to go over for you, because a lot of these questions are questions that I see a lot, and I also hear them a lot from my clients. So just giving you guys a platform where I can answer these, especially if there are questions that you really need to know to get your fitness journey started, or if you just need to know them to change things in what you're doing. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I have about 3 sections. We're gonna go over some training questions, some fitness questions, and then some diet questions. So let's go ahead and get to it. So the first question that we have here is, how do you tailor your workouts to individual goals? So the kind of training, so most of my training is considered group training because I have multiple clients in the gym at the same time, but I still do tailor the workouts to, clients that are trying to lose weight or gain weight. So for example, most of my clients either come on a 2-day plan or 3-day plan a week. So the clients that are trying to lose weight, of course, they are most likely going to come 3 times a week. So Monday we start off with legs, and the next day, if they come on Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day they come, their next workout would be upper body, and then we end the week off with full body. So when it comes to full body is already, a cardio based workout with resistance training, which is what you want to do when you want to lose weight. You want to incorporate weights and then cardio to help lose that fat and build muscle at the same time. And then, for example, on upper body days, we still want to incorporate cardio. So what I do is we have weight training on upper body, but in between sets, we'll add some type of cardio in there. So jump ropes, kettlebell swing, jump squats, maybe the rower, the bike, some type of cardio. And then leg days are usually already pretty intense, so I kind of just keep that as resistance training for that day. Now for my clients that are trying to gain weight, they pretty much wouldn't be doing as much cardio as my weight loss clients, so we'll try to focus more on strength training and resistance training, and try to work those, maybe try to do more split training. So working legs one day, then the next day maybe quads and hamstrings, or glutes and back. So we really focus on split training when it comes to clients that are trying to gain muscle. Let's see what the next question is. How do you stay updated on latest fitness trends and research? So I have access to, so I got my CPT through NASM, which is the National Academy of Sports Medicine, and we do have resources on there where we can stay updated on recent trends, things that are going on in the fitness industry. So I like to read some of their articles here and there, and then of course social media. There's just so much that you can learn from other trainers, physical therapists, just people within the fitness industry that aren't actually trainers. I like to really learn a lot from a lot of the physical therapists, because when you're working with clients and stuff too, they may end up with some type of injury, or they may have some pain in different areas, and sometimes not all personal trainers are equipped with that knowledge to know what to do in that situation. So kind of studying resources from that too also helps me out. Last training question that we have is, how do you handle client motivation and accountability? So this is kind of a tricky question because, every client is different. Some clients know exactly what they need to do to get to where they want to be. And some clients, they just expect that once they do the workout, they're going to see the results, and that's it. So what I like to do is, every time I do my my monthly weigh-ins and check-ins with my clients, I try to, get a gauge for how they're feeling, what they're doing with their diet, what they're doing outside of the gym when they're not training with me. And if they're not seeing any results, I kind of just reassure them that, hey, it's not the workouts, you also have to put in the work too as well. So for example, I'll have clients that are coming in 3 times a week, getting their workouts in, and then going home, and then on the days they're not working out with me, they're not doing anything at all, or they're not being in a calorie deficit, or they're not eating enough protein. So I kind of just reassure them that, hey, everyone's body is different. You may see that this person is losing this much weight, but then their lifestyle is also different too. So try to incorporate changes into your lifestyle to where you're going to see those changes too. And then for motivation in general, I try to for example, this month I'm having a workout challenge for my clients. So one person that loses the most weight and another client that gains the most weight will receive 50% off their next month of training. And little things like that just gets them motivated, because I mean, who wouldn't want to pay less for the next month of training? And then it also gives them that extra push to get to where they want to be. And then in general, I just try to like assure them throughout the workouts, like if they're doing a workout really well, I try to make sure that I'm motivating them through the exercises, letting them know how far they've came along. If they've done a workout, like let's say the first day they couldn't do tricep dips, and now today they're doing them perfectly, I'm like, okay, look at you, you done made some improvement. I see you, girl. Just little, words of affirmation. I really use that through my workouts all the time, and I can definitely see that it does make a difference for people that are, feeling uneasy or that aren't confident in the gym. Those words of affirmation are really going to help them, become comfortable in their body. Alrighty, now on to the fitness questions. So the first one we have is, how often should I work out? And so like the daily recommended amount is we're just working out at least 3 times a week, up to 5 times a week, or at least 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. Now that kind of just also depends on your fitness goals too. So like for someone like myself who's just trying to gain muscle and maintain, I like to keep my workouts to 3 times a week, only because I know that sometimes I don't eat enough to be in that calorie surplus. I can't even talk. That I don't eat enough to compensate for the exercise that I'm doing. So for example, I like to work out 3 times a week because I know that if I work out more than that, I'm going to be burning more calories than I'm eating, which is going to cause me to lose weight and then also cause me to not build that muscle. Now for someone who's trying to lose weight, definitely up to 5 times a week, at least 30 minutes a day. So my clients that work out with me only 3 times a week, I try to let them know, hey, on the days that you're not working out, try to do some type of cardio, maybe 30 minutes on a treadmill, a 30-minute walk, at least burn 500 calories on those off days. And then of course you still want to give yourself a rest day, which is why they recommend up to 5 times a week. So have 2 days a week where you're not doing anything, but still be active, not just sitting on the couch doing nothing. Okay, what types of exercises are best for achieving my goals? So I kind of mentioned this in the earlier questions, but for muscle gain, you really want to focus on strength and resistance training. So squats, deadlifts, lunges, reverse lunges, anything that has some type of weights, the cable machine, doing the face pulls, leg press, leg extension, hamstring curls, all of those things are resistance training. And then for weight loss, you want to do a combination of strength and resistance training and cardio. So in addition to those, maybe doing some jump rope, battle ropes, treadmill, stairmaster, some sprints, some type of activity that's going to get your heart rate up really quickly. Is it better to do cardio before or after strength training? So this is a tricky question too. So it honestly just depends on your goals. So like if you're about to do a heavily based cardio workout and you want to get your endurance up and get your heart rate ready for that workout, then it's okay to do it before your workout. But if you're someone who is about to do a hardcore strength training workout, like all weights, going crazy, leg press, all of that stuff, you want to just I would recommend doing the cardio after your workout so that you have enough capacity to fully get through every single set and every single exercise. The next question is, what are some signs that indicate I should change up my workout routine? And so if you feel like that you're not seeing results in certain areas, so say for example you really want to lose some back fat and you're not seeing that you're not losing anything, or it looks the same from when you started your fitness journey, or if the workouts are becoming boring or not enjoyable for you anymore, or if you're just changing up your fitness goals. So say that you were cutting, which means that you were trying to tone and drop weight and just tone up your body, or now that you want to bulk, which means you want to put on weight and you want to put on muscle. Those are all signs that you should change up your workout routine, because those are all going to have different types of training styles that you need to do to achieve those goals. Should I do full body workouts or split routines? I kind of answered a little bit of this earlier too, so it kind of just depends on your goal. So if you want to do muscle building or body recomposition, which means losing body fat and gaining muscle at the same time, you kind of want to do a combination of full body and split routines. So split routines or split training is basically when you target a certain muscle group for the entire workout. So for myself, I really do split training most of the time because I'm just trying to gain muscle and weight gain. So I'll have a workout where it's dedicated to glutes, the next workout dedicated to quads, hamstrings, back, things of that sort, core, and then full body is a combination of all of those with some cardio in it too. So that's really going to be helpful for weight loss. What role does rest and recovery play in a workout routine? So this is super important. I know y'all be wanting to work out. You think you gotta work out hard every single day, but honestly that does not do your body any good, because your muscles need time to, you know, tear down and repair. And if you're constantly putting your muscles in overdrive, they don't have any time to repair, which means they don't have any time to grow. So that could be why you're not seeing results if you're one of those people that's working out 5+ times a week and every single workout is crazy. So like, if you do want to work out 5 times a week, try to incorporate an active recovery day. And active recovery is that you're doing a workout, but it's not really anything too strenuous. So you're not using any weights, maybe body weight, or maybe some mobility exercises, some stretching, maybe even going to the sauna, just something really light, taking a walk. That could all be considered active recovery. And you know, you're still working out, but you're just not doing anything too hard to where your muscles are feeling like they're, you know, going so hard again. So definitely please prioritize rest and recovery. And then recovery is so important. I'm actually, you know, considering getting my recovery specialist license, because I love recovery. Like, I'm a yoga girly. I like doing all the stretches, learning mobility, just all of that, you know, things that aid in your fitness journey and health journey. How important is stretching before and after my workouts? Just kind of goes in hand with my love for stretching. But I mean, it helps loosen up your muscles before your workout and make sure that you're able to get your full range of motions when you're about to do something. So for example, you know, opening up your hips before your workout is going to make sure that you get into a full depth squat. That's going to help out with things like that too. And then it also just helps prevent injuries, and then increase blood flow to your muscles so that they're ready for your workout as well. So I stretch before my workout and after. It depends on, honestly kind of depends on what I'm doing too. Like sometimes I'll do like a full, like if I know I'm about to do a crazy leg day, like I'll make sure I'm stretching out my hamstrings, opening up my hips, getting my quads stretched out, lower back. Sometimes I use a foam roller. All of those things just to help reduce tightness in my muscles. Last fitness question we have here is, should I incorporate supplements into my fitness routines? So I would say yes, but it's also not necessary. It kind of just depends on, like, I mean, what your diet is to begin with. So for example, someone that wants to gain weight, and if you know that you're not eating enough calories or enough protein to gain weight, you want to incorporate supplements that's going to help you get there. So like protein shakes, creatine, that's going to help too, things of that sort. Or if you're someone who's trying to lose weight and you know that you need that extra push, like things such as pre-workout with the thermogenic fat burner is going to help you, you know, sweat a lot. It's going to help you burn that fat off quicker than just not using any supplements too. And then, I mean, supplements can go a long way too. So for example, using L-glutamine for gut health and muscle recovery is pretty helpful too. Collagen is a good supplement for protein, and it also helps with your joint health, your skin and tissue elasticity. Alrighty, now everyone's favorite and the most tricky of them all, because like there's always just so many different things on the internet, or so many different like opinions and sources out there about diet, what you should and what you shouldn't do, and what's good and what isn't. But we're gonna go over some of these questions, and hopefully the answers to these can just help you a little bit, or give you some clarity on some confusion or misconceptions that are going around about diet regarding fitness and health. So the first one is, what are the best sources of protein for muscle building and how much you should be eating? So eggs, chicken breast, lean beef, ground turkey, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, peanut butter, tuna, salmon, and all of that stuff are good. I mean, pretty great sources of protein. I'm actually going to drop a list on the screen of just more sources of protein, but all those are really going to be high protein meals or high protein ingredients or products that you should add to your diet. And then as far as how much you should be eating, so if you're trying to lose weight and lose fat, the recommended amount is 0.5 to 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And then also if you're trying to gain weight, it's 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, like if I'm 135 pounds and I want to gain weight, I want to try to get as much protein as possible. So I'm going to do 135 times 1.2, and that'll tell me how many grams I should be eating. If I'm trying to lose weight and I'm 180 pounds, I'm going to try to aim for, 1.5 to 0.7 grams of protein. So you'll just take your weight and multiply it by 0.7 or 0.5 or even 0.6 in between that range to give you what you should be eating. Is it necessary to count calories and macros for weight loss or weight gain? I would say yes, because in order to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit, which means that you have to burn more calories than you're eating. So if you're only working out 2 or 3 times a week, but you're not eating in a calorie deficit, you're basically like, you're not going to see any progress. Like, you're just wasting that time because you're still eating more than what you're burning, which means that you're not going to lose that weight. So counting calories, and I really love using MyFitnessPal. I have MyFitnessPal. I have my clients using that too. So basically what that app is, it kind of helps you track your food. So like, as you're cooking, you're eating, you're scanning the food to tell you how many calories it is, and it kind of goes towards, well, it gives you your macro goals. So like, you'll put in your goal weight and it tells you like how many calories you should be eating, how many grams of protein, carbs, and fat you should be eating to get to your goal weight. So if your goal weight is 150 and you're 160 and it's telling you to eat 1,700 calories a day and 130 grams of protein, when you're tracking your food in there, it's going to make sure that like, it's going to tell you like, okay, you have this much left to eat for lunch and dinner, or you done ate this much, you done ate too much in this category. So kind of just gives you a visualization of what you should be eating, and that's going to be super important, because if you don't know what you're eating, you don't know what's wrong. Like, you don't know why you're not seeing progress, and half of the time it is your diet. And then for weight gain, I wouldn't say necessary. I don't want to say it's necessary to count calories, but I would say it's necessary to count your protein, because I don't really count my calories, but I started to recently because I just wasn't eating enough protein as well. So you can, it's kind of up to you, but if you already know what you're eating, or you're kind of used to eating the same things every day, and you know exactly how many calories or protein, carbs, and fats in it, then you don't really have to. But I would still recommend it if you're beginning your fitness journey, just so that you can kind of get familiar with what your body needs. Next question is, how can I curb cravings and avoid overeating? So eating more protein. So protein is literally the key to all. Protein is going to make you feel full so much faster. So if you're eating a protein rich meal, it's going to be hard for you to overeat or even snack, because you're going to be so full from eating that. Also, eating a variety of foods. So, you know, try not to get bored with eating the same thing all the time, or, you know, mixing fruits and veggies, having like grains, nuts, all that stuff in there is going to make you have a well balanced diet, so that you're not you know, looking for whatever you want in other places. Also, like little things such as, like, if you have a sweet tooth, find something healthy to replace eating candy, which is considered an empty calorie. And empty calories really don't do anything for you. They taste good, but they don't make you feel full. They don't make you feel full. They don't have any nutritional value. So you want to just try to eat foods that are actually going to make you feel like you're eating something. So like I mentioned, something for a sweet tooth, I like to make fruit smoothies, and instead of adding water or milk, I make it with orange juice. So it's still super sweet, because that orange juice, you know, is mixing with the fruit. And then little stuff like that can help curb a sweet tooth or little cravings of that sort. And of course, you know, getting enough sleep, and then just eating snacks in moderation. What are some common misconceptions about diet and fitness? So a lot of people want to try to avoid carbs. And yeah, I mean, of course you want to decrease how much carbs you're eating if you're eating a lot of bread and pasta and stuff, if you're trying to lose weight and, you know, want to avoid bloating and everything. But it's important to know that carbs are like our primary energy source for fuel in our bodies. So our body needs carbs in order to do all of their metabolic functions, in order for us to function correctly. So trying to avoid that completely would not do you any good. But of course, eating too much of it would not do you any good either. So just try to eat it in moderation. Another misconception is a low calorie diet. And when I say low calorie, I mean like you're not eating anything. Like you're just eating a smoothie a day and a little snack and calling that a day and thinking that you're about to lose all that weight. Yes, you'll lose hella weight, but once you start eating again, all that weight's gonna pick back up, because your body's trying to compensate for all the energy that it needs to perform like it should be again. And then not only does it compromise like your immune health, but it also just you know, makes you lose energy. It's going to make you lose your muscles, and then it's also going to affect your hormonal function as well. Next diet question is, how can I meal prep effectively to support my fitness goals? So like I mentioned, MyFitnessPal is super helpful in counting your calories and macros. So one thing that I like to do is, when I meal prep on Sundays, like I usually try to, I pick a different meal every week, but when I'm meal prepping, I make sure that I use my food scale to weigh how much exactly, I weigh my portions like to the T. So I'll weigh my meat, my rice, my veggies, or whatever I'm making sure that whenever I weigh it, it fits into my macros and calorie goals for that week. So I like to pre-log in my food in on Sundays so that when it comes to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not thinking, dang, I gotta take time and log my food in because it's already in there, because I done already weighed it, I done already measured it, so I know exactly what I'm eating for that day. So that's one way that you can meal prep effectively. Just making sure that you weigh out everything and that you are pre-logging it in, and you know, kind of get a gauge for what else you have to eat that day. So if I already know what I'm eating for lunch and dinner, I know I have room to eat 500 calories for breakfast. And then usually breakfast is something that you can make pretty quickly. And then of course, if you want to like going back to the question of supporting your fitness goals, so if you're someone who's trying to gain a muscle, you want to make sure you have a lot of protein in the meals. Someone that's trying to lose the weight, make sure that you incorporate a lot of veggies in there, and that you're in a calorie deficit, and that you're portion control. Y'all, I had to take a little intermission. Talking so much like this, got my mouth feeling like jello. Okay, where do we leave off? I just got 2 more questions left. What are some signs that I may need to adjust my diet to better support my fitness goals? So kind of mentioned a little bit of this earlier, but if you're not seeing results, or if you're feeling super bloated too, so if you're feeling super bloated or just feeling drained in general from your diet, then these are signs that you should change it up. So for example, if you're feeling bloated, I would try to opt in for a low fiber diet. If you're feeling drained, try to make sure that your meals are actually nutritious and well-rounded. So eating more veggies and fruits instead of, you know, eating junk food. Junk food is really going to put you in a food coma every single time, or a lot of sugar and stuff too. It's not really good for your body. So these are all like signs that you should change that up. And then last one is, what are some easy and nutritious meal ideas for beginners? Y'all, I can barely talk today. Like, am I nervous? Like, what's going on? Okay, some easy meal ideas is, I mean, I'm a queen of easy meals, because one thing about it, well, I be making some difficult meals too sometimes, but I love a quick and easy meal. So taco bowls, salmon bowls, overnight oats, any type of protein, veggie, and grain, chicken or beef skillets, chicken wraps, like salmon Caesar salads, chicken Caesar salads, lettuce wraps, turkey burgers. All of these are pretty quick to make. And then I actually have some of these recipes on my fitness page, so if you're not following The Gifted Fit on Instagram, follow it now. I have it right there so you can see it. But yeah, those are all pretty good, like quick and easy recipes, and there's just so many ways that you can customize it to make it your own. And even some of these, like such as like the chicken wraps and the chicken or beef skillets, like you can add whatever to that, like potatoes, peppers, rice, beans, chickpeas, all that stuff to make it your own. But yeah, I think these are pretty much all the questions. I feel like we answered everything. Let me go through my list real quick, y'all. Yeah, I feel like we answered everything. So if you have any additional questions about, you know, just fitness in general, or your fitness journey, things you should or shouldn't be doing, please comment those down below, and then I'll be sure to answer those in an upcoming video, or even answer them on my Instagram page or something of that sort. But I really appreciate you all for watching another video from The Gifted Fit. I'm loving this new transition into like fitness and health and wellness again, because this is what I'm truly passionate about. And then honestly, it was getting hard to just record lifestyle stuff because I was just so busy. But it's easy for me to do this type of stuff because I'm dealing with it every single day. So yeah, if you have any video suggestions, comment that down below, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch y'all later. Black girl.